Hi everyone, I'm Giovanni Busto with Petersburg Solution, and we are here with Miss Amy Crump with Sweet Bliss Cafe, the newest coffee shop in Petersburg. So first of all, thank you for agreeing to come and have a chat with us.
Well, thank you for inviting me to do this. This is so exciting.
Yes, absolutely. I was here on Tuesday for the second day, Wednesday, sorry. I came literally as soon as I heard. I broke my neck to find the information after it was tagged to me. She had to deal with me for about 3 hours.
Oh, it was lovely.
Yes. I brought a gas. We didn't do too much fighting. I thought I would liven things up a little bit. A couple of hours. So I think I But tell us about how you opened, the story behind it.
So the story behind our opening was basically, essentially, I love a cafe and a coffee shop. I love to go somewhere and relax. I am obsessed with my coffee. And so I'm originally from Germany. And so in Germany, we have cafes everywhere. And the intent behind it is to go to a place where you can just sit and relax and enjoy a cup of coffee. I think so much now we live in a busy lifestyle where everything is just fast paced, or, you know, you go to a coffee shop and it's like, next. Right. So this place in particular is just intended for relaxation and just really enjoying that cup of bliss. So.
Absolutely. And what would you say the biggest challenge would be in opening?
The biggest challenge in opening, well, it's like planning a wedding. No matter how perfect and how you imagine it to be, there are always things that are going to change, and you're going to need to be prepared to accept those challenges and just be quick on your feet to really like knock it out. So for us, for instance, when I originally opened, I thought, oh, it's going to be kind of calm and relaxing. And it has been such a pleasure that everyone has been so excited about being here. So the fast pace has definitely picked up a little bit in here, but I've got plenty of staff that got us covered. So we've adjusted to that. So.
Okay, and you mentioned being from Germany. How long have you been here?
So I moved here when I was 11. So I went to a German school, Sprechen auf Deutsch, so English was actually my second language. My entire family still lives there. It's just my mother and my siblings here and my dad.
And what's up in Petersburg? How long have you been here?
Petersburg, I have been here now almost 9 years.
Okay.
And what drew me to Petersburg is the old history behind it, and just still having all of these beautiful historic buildings and homes. And it just reminds me a lot about home, but like small, quaint city feel.
Right. And so when you met on Wednesday, you had mentioned about starting that you have a salon a couple doors down.
I do.
And how you had this crazy idea of deciding to open a cafe in the middle of the pandemic.
In the middle of a pandemic,
and
yeah.
I was talking to others, and I said, I've got to find who this person is who had this crazy idea of all times now. Elaborate a little on that.
So I was on my way into work. It was me and my salon coordinator, Ann, and I walked by this building, and I just said, I'm going to open a cafe. And this was after we were shut down for 2 months. I've lost half my staff, gained new staff. I think there was a lot of stress and anxiety, and I don't know why I woke up that morning to say I'm going to do this, but it all happened for a reason, is all I'm going to say.
I'm definitely happy. And I mean, just the feel that's in here.
Yeah.
I want to say that these days, I think that almost four out of 5 coffee shops in the country are Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and whoever is behind Caribou Coffee.
Super interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm a boutique consumer, so these are the places that I generally look for. I'm not too much of a Starbucks fan in the sense that waiting in a long line early in the morning, and people who are ordering drinks with 45 words in them.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
3 drinks, 3 milks in your coffee.
Yeah.
I don't understand. So.
Yeah.
For that, I definitely understand. I definitely can appreciate the feel that you get.
Awesome.
But your staff, you did mention bringing some over here.
I did, yes.
So
when
how did you feel about this idea, or how did it take?
Well, so when I first went back to the salon and I said, guys, I'm going to open a cafe, they all, just like my husband, looked at me like I was crazy, and they're like, oh yeah, here she goes, just talking out of her head again, And I'm like, no, I think I'm going to do this. And I kept talking about about it and talking about it, and I find that if you speak it out loud, it becomes confirmation that this is happening, because now others will hold you accountable, right?
Yeah.
Because they're like, what happened to that cafe? I'm like, so, but as soon as they realized that I was serious, I've had two of my stylists that were like, I want to work there, I want to work there. And I think there is this sense of community in cafes, that they're small and quaint, and everybody wants to kind of like have that barista experience, you know? They don't want that fast-paced Starbucks. They want like the relaxing with the Ella Fitzgerald, and let me make you a nice cup of latte. Yeah, and so for me, it was a no-brainer because I already knew who I was working with. I knew my staff then that I was bringing on board, so I know their work ethics. And so for me, that was like awesome, and I couldn't have any greater of a team that I do over there and here now, because they are the hardest working kids. And I say kids because I really am only looking for the younger staff. I want to give opportunities to high school kids for their first jobs. I think this is kind of ideal because it's not too hectic. And they are such like great communicators, and they work together well, so they're very supportive of one another. But to have an 18-year-old and a 19-year-old that's working from 8 to 4:30 at a cafe, and then goes next door to the salon from 4:30 to 8, and then wake up the morning and do it all over again without hesitation, and like, you know, that like, oh, I'm overworked. No, like they're hustlers. So I think that was another reason why I was like, this is happening. So
there's something that age would be a little less jaded.
They're definitely less jaded. Yeah. And it still, yeah, and it really instills great work ethics in them too, you know? So,
started young. And
yeah.
as far as the slower paced environment, I had a meeting night, which I told you about when I was here. That also helped a little bit.
Yes.
There was no excessive fighting.
No.
Set the mood straight.
Yeah.
And so with it being the fourth day of the week, at what point of the week did you decide, okay, now I've got it. Now I know that this is actually going to work and that this is doing well?
Day 2.
Okay.
Day 1, I knew was going to be kind of busy because it's the first day, and typically when you first begin something, there's this excitement behind it, right? Day 2, when I realized like this isn't stopping, I was like, this is it. We did something that I just didn't really foresee, and I'm like, now we're gonna make some real magic happen in here. So day 2 was my, day 2 was my like, okay, this is happening.
Okay. If there's anything that can get me downtown and around in the city, it would be a new coffee shop.
Yay!
That's why I broke my neck and being here. But the night before opening, did you lose some sleep?
I didn't sleep. No.
Not lose
No, because this becomes your baby, and when you go into something that you don't necessarily have an idea of how your day is going to run, like being a salon owner and being a hairdresser of 19 years, like I can do this in my sleep now, you know? So coming in and to doing something that's totally like left field for me, that's very new, there's this unknown fear. So no, I haven't slept. I still don't sleep, and I dream of coffee now and like how to make certain recipes. But I know all of that will calm down too, you know, once we really start getting our footing in here. So yeah, no, there's no sleep in my life right now.
And is there a particular cup that you could recommend?
So my favorite is my vanilla caramel latte. That one's my favorite.
I have not tried it.
Yeah, I know you like a vanilla latte.
I had 3 others. I think I had vanilla. I think I had white chocolate.
You had the white chocolate.
And caramel, but not vanilla caramel.
Vanilla caramel, and then try our most popular, which is the white chocolate pumpkin right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm always going to have chocolate chips.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So.
And before you go, anything else that you would like to share about the cafe and just how you're feeling with the first week just about coming to a close? I hear there's something big that you're excited for.
Well, unexpectedly, yes. I was definitely looking forward to like possibly having Sunday, Monday off, being that we built this place in a very short 2 months. And I've been in here pretty pretty much every day. And so
I did see a picture of, and I think that the front and all being empty just a few weeks ago. I think it was the 25th or something of September. So
yeah,
it's been moving pretty quickly.
it was very, yeah, this has moved very quickly. And honestly, I just have to thank my husband, because my husband and I have done this together, like all on our own. We didn't hire contractors, like this was our life. So there is a piece of like us all throughout this building. But
Second person who's done it, and I listened to this, and other people have suggested that I do similar as far as doing work myself, and I'm like, I cannot fathom it. I have worked in renovations as far as giving direction. Doing it myself, you all are just a different breed, and it's a type of energy that I can appreciate.
yeah, well, I am the visionary. I'm the creative mind. I can see it in my head before it even begins. But he is the one that has to implement it. So for me, it's like, this is what I want. This is what I want it to look like. I don't care how you're gonna make that happen, but just make it happen.
I would never know that she had not used any contractors.
No contractors, and I mean,
estimating
well,
what I thought it might have cost.
I think part of opening a business too is just really paying attention to where your spending is. Initially when you open a business, there's a lot of excitement behind it, and so we initially want to go and do all the extras and have the top of the top and have the best of the best. But the reality is, you really need to focus on where you can save money, because you have time in between those doors opening and the money that you're going to be spending while you're closed. And then, so what people don't realize is once you open, there are still backup bills, like your rent's coming up and your Comcast is, and all of those things, and you haven't quite pulled in profit yet. So for us, it's all about, and we built the salon too, like that was just my husband and I. So for us, it's...
How long ago that was? I know this is recent. We didn't talk about this, but when I looked this up and discovered it, I said, oh my God.
Yeah, we're babies. So we just celebrated our 3rd year at Salon Blis in May. So yeah.
3 years, and you decided to come a couple doors down and open this cafe. When I grow up, I want to have this. I want to have that type of drive.
Oh, you just got to go for it. Don't think about it. You just got to do it. Everyone asks me. I'm also a mom of 3. And I'm also a national platform artist, so I travel all over the country. And I think COVID allowed me to not travel and be here, where then all of a sudden I was like, I'm going to do a cafe. If I was still traveling this year, I don't know if the cafe would have quite happened. So, but yeah, 3 years. We just got to open this place, and I'm just incredibly honored to be able to have this opportunity, but also give back to the city and to bring more people in. The city has so much potential, and it just really needs, people to like come down and enjoy. There's just so much down here, and I'm glad that I'm able to create this that you see in some of the bigger cities, but Petersburg deserves it. We really definitely deserve it, and it's time to like make something happen down here. In my eyes, it's time.
And I'm only 3 years here.
Yeah.
As soon as you came down the street,
you moved here.
But I try to spend my time around other people who are, similarly driven in trying to, bring business and bring some life in here. And I knew about the restaurant. I knew about the salon down the street. For 3 children I did not know about. I think that if I had 3 kids, I would definitely be in here having probably double the amount of lattes.
Oh, I drink coffee. Yeah. I love more coffee.
All right, and could you let everyone know what the address is here?
Yeah, so we are at 105 West Bank Street. So we are located on the intersection of Sycamore and Bank, so we're about a block down. But yeah, in the good old heart of Petersburg.
What about social media?
Oh, check us out at salonbliss.com. That's our website. And then you can definitely follow us on Instagram as well as on our Facebook page at Sweet Bliss Cafe.
All right, and this is Giovanni Rousseau with Petersburg Solution, and I will be seeing you all out and about soon.
See you soon!